Starting recording. Today's topic on my journey is understanding the eight worldly conditions or concerns. Sometimes it's also meant condition, sometimes it's mean concern, but it is the translate that accept widely throughout on the West. So this is what it's called. All right. So today topic, let's take a look. By understanding this, it doesn't mean that we read, we know. But today we're gonna go how we feel in our mind. And this can only be done through the practice of meditation. For those who practice quite some time, maybe they can understand the concept that I'm about to be introduced right now. Okay, what are the eight worldly concerns? It is something that involved with our life. And even it is the Buddha himself, he could not escape. If we are listening or have been came across to one other topic teaching by the teaching monk in the past, they mentioned this too. And the story mentioned that like this, the Buddha himself cannot escape neither. So who we are, right? Therefore, let's take a look. What are they? They are something in our life that's more likely to lead to suffering more than happily. It could be temporary, but it's always change. When it's always change, it's always causing us to feel uncomfortable, unable to maintain peace or still. Thus, it lead to more suffering than happy than we want it to be. These are eight concerns, and they come into four pairs. They are, well, as you can see in the picture a little bit here, they are gain, losses, pleasure, pain, praise, blame, fame, and disgrace. These are the four experiences that one would like to pursue. And the other four are what we all try to avoid at all cost. It is something that we want and don't want at the same time, but they can only take turn one at a time. Therefore, these four experiences always come, and thus causing us unable to find inner peace, just like it is in the situation around the world today. When we just happy as we are, but little we know that they are just temporary and soon it's changing again. And so when it's changing, how can we handle this change? Well, if we are used to peace for the time, when there are peace, the opposite to peace would be war. When there is war, the opposite to war is peace. It could last for many years. It could last for many days. But everything that starts always has its end. It depends on how long or how short. Thus, it's always come and go. By understanding this, it helps us. But if we don't meditate, we can only understand through our mind, but we cannot feel it. If we understand and we meditate, when we feel it, it will allow us to be easily detached and let go. This is the concept that must apply when one practice not only just know the theory, but do it with their mind training. Let's take a look at this pair first. The first one. The first is the pleasure and pain. Let's just say this month is a month of love. So there will be a couple that successfully be happy together. And there will be a couple who has broke up or unhappy together. These are always come and go. This is the first one. But people, whenever they were success or gain whatever they want, they tend to feel pleasure. But they forget one thing. After they gain that, there will be something that follow after. That is pain. For example, when you are happiness, let's say you have done something and people and you found that it brings you joy, but something that you lose along among that. For example, if you are a very businessman, successful businessman, you devoted your time to find yourself success. You gain what you want, make your company become prosper. But what you had lost to this, it could be your time with your family, with your friends, your personal time. When you lost that, when you come back to realize you gain something, but at the same time you lose something too. When you're feeling this, therefore, those who are look only forward, they can only see the success and pleasure, but little they know, they also lose what they have gained as well. Therefore, these are always come. Understand these, it will be easier to calm down the mind, the thought of losing. What about the second one? Praise and blame. Many people, especially those who are famous in society, these are what they always look forward to. But when something happens, they try not to be able to handle it well. Some become depressed, some taking the shortcut through suicide. This is not the way out, but it is something that's always come. Just like in the time that I mentioned about the Buddha, he himself was well accepted by the king and the people in society. But as he moved to the different town, people also don't like him. If there are someone who likes you, there will be someone who dislikes you too. It is always come and go, come together. So when the Buddha went to one town, some people don't like him, so they try to discredit him. For example, they hire a woman, come to meet him at night. But of course, the temple itself had its own rule and regulation. No people allowed to come. So this lady, she just pretend herself when she walked to the temple. When people leave the temple, when people ask, "Where are you going, ladies? The temple is closed." "Oh, I have an appointment with the Buddha." Personally, she always leave this whenever she go in, whenever people come out. She do like this for quite some time until people begin to talking. "Hey, the Buddha having secret meeting with this woman." But in fact, in truth, what she did, well, she only go to make people believe, but when she reached her destination, she just goes sleep and rest somewhere else. But when the morning comes, she just showing herself up in front of the temple, get like she getting out from the temple. Until it's been long enough, then the uh, the person who hired her to do this deed murder her and hide her body next to where the Buddha sleep. When the police found her body, the rumor spread throughout the town that the Buddha himself had murdered the woman who he had slept with. But the Buddha didn't say anything. He just noticed that if there's someone likes and praise him, there will be someone blame him. But all he said is he wait. He waiting this until this murderer, they had been, you know, kind of like losing themselves when they have drunk. When they were enjoying that their deed has success, they get drunk and enjoy themselves at the bar. And then they begin to sleep that they had done the deed themselves. And then finally the police and investigator find out the truth from these drunkard. And so the truth had been revealed. We cannot just only enjoy the praise alone. There will be sometimes people blame us as well. If we can remain neutral to this, we will be able to maintain our peace. And we won't be subject, fall into this kind of worldly condition. Praise and blame always come. Praise is so sweet, but blame is so bitter. It is something that we must always be ready. And how? To do that, when you just find inner peace and relaxation, that's the feeling. Use that feeling as a base to allow your mind to find yourself inner peace. But this must always practice. Once you practice regularly, the feeling will still and allow your mind to be calm and still in your mind. So when something comes, Rather than just let those thoughts bother you, you will be easily and letting go of those thoughts that bother your inner peace. But this must always practice. The third pair would be, oops, okay, fame and disgrace. If you are famous, people know you. Remember, there will be people who try to discredit you as too, just like the story I mentioned. These are always come, but we tend to indulge ourselves in fame more than disgrace. But when we make a mistake, the higher we made ourselves reaching, the falling hard we will be facing as well. So be ready. Those who know will always be ready when their times come. There are some stories that I like to bring out, but let's go with this one is more understanding. The last pair, gain and loss. Gain and loss, this is always come. The easily gain we get, the easily lost we also get as well. Just like when you go to casino, easy money always go easy as well. Easy come, easy go. Difficult to come, difficult to gain, difficult to lose because you know the value. And so this is how it's always go. Just like in this example, I think this man, I have mentioned this maybe 2 years ago or 3 years ago. I forgot where I put my presentation, but I have brought it new. It's about this guy. I believe he is the world richest man and still is. Maybe Elon Musk may be better now, but who knows? This guy, John D. Rockefeller, I think you may have heard of him. If you're a new generation, maybe not. Who is he? Well, he is the man who considered is the richest man. He has owned the oil. In the time when he was alive, he owned the oil company, about 90% in United States. So it's just like he controlled the price and everything. There was one time in the story that's quite making you kind of like see the story about this worldly condition quite greatly. It just happened to be that one time when he has his ship uh, sailing out from the port into the ocean, and he found that by putting insurance on his ship, it would be a waste of money. So what he did is he didn't put insurance, but as the ship sailing, there was a news coming in saying that the storm is coming and it could risking his ship. So he been worried. He couldn't eat, he couldn't sleep. He about to lose money on this oil on the ship that he's selling on the ocean. He couldn't eat, he couldn't sleep. So his secretary, very close to him, said, "Boss, don't worry, I'll take care of this. I will find the insurance company to secure your ship. But can it be? Because they already ship out. There's no insurance company will do something like that risky. Don't worry, I'll take care. You just don't worry." All right. Then finally, his secretary finally said that have his connection and could deal with the insurance company to secure his ship. So he paid the money for the insurance now. After he feeling safe, but then just a day passed. Now the news come that the ship had passed the storms successfully. Now he's been worried, he losing his money on the insurance. So in the end, he just not really happy because of he worry about his loss. Just when he don't think about it, the money that he put on the ship is more than the insurance money that he had paid. But he just worry on that. In the end, he just couldn't really letting go of the loss and gain that he about to get. So that you can see everyone, if you just living your life just like this, no matter how rich, how powerful, how famous, how successful you are, you would never be happy. But if you understand on this fact that it is always part of our life, when you close your eye just like you are resting with me 40 minutes earlier before we start on this topic. This is all we need. When we work, it's just only to gain enough success necessity to maintain our life, our health. So that way we can have time to find inner peace just like this. And this, if you practice, you will easily understand on these earth 8 worldly conditions that allow our mind to be successfully finding ease and peace. And so everyone, before we part today, I like to leave the words of the Buddha with you. Gain and loss, fame and disgrace, praise and blame, pleasure and pain. These conditions among human beings are inconstant, impermanent, subject to change. Knowing these, the wise person, mindful, ponder these changing conditions. This is from Lokavipatti Sutta. All right. So hopefully this could be benefit to all of you who are listening today by understand this. But remember, by reading, listening may not be enough. It will be complete when you experience it, feel it with your mind. And that can become from the practice of meditation. Thank you very much everyone for coming today. Before we part today, here are some announcements. Right now I'm open the course this time for local in Europe. It will be between 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. So it will be quite very late for those who are in Asia. But for those who are in America, it will be a midday. So if you're interested, every Friday, midday. Check out the time later, all right? It will be 4 weeks. And this is how it's gonna be. We start at March 11th, so stay tuned for orientation and the session start. The knowledge will be similar to my own, but more in-depth when I'm guiding and teaching meditation every day. So therefore, enjoy. And hopefully, if you're interested, you can also check out the detail posting on our webpage. Next will be full moon is coming. This time will be March 17. This is the event for our community. That is why we don't broadcasting on Facebook, only on Zoom. So therefore, if April is willing to be our MC again, so make your time, all right, Miss April? Okay, all right. So don't forget to bring your candle. All right. Full moon of peace is coming on March 8, 17. March 18 will be on Asia time. Okay. And next announcement. Okay. For those who are new, if you like to follow me and learning on the record of that what I have taught so far, it will be on our YouTube collection called Great Teaching Monk channel. So check it out. This is our YouTube channel. All right. For those who are looking for Inner Peace Daily, now it's broadcasting on YouTube every day and on Zoom. So at the same time, same place, 30 minutes every day. And yes, Saturday, coming this Saturday as well, but not my session. My session will be next week as well. So next week I have 3 sessions, morning, afternoon, and night. They will be on DMU. There will be various teaching monk in Europe teaching meditation. Anyone interested to join on this? Learning wisdom from various teaching monk can also available as well. More information will be posting on web page. And at my temple in the mid of this March, we have 3-day meditation retreat. Rule and regulations, everything you can check out on our website, themeditationsurvey.com. Okay. And yes, the book, if you have not read it yet, suggest check it out. It's on sale on Amazon.com. Healing Power of Meditation, written from the experience of those who had practiced meditation, how it had inspired and changed their life. And so everyone, these are the announcements for our session on this time. So hopefully we hope to see each other again next time. Now, Miss Panda, I would like to return my microphone to you.